हेलो साथियों। अ, मैं संजय राजपुरोहित। आज हम एक बर्निंग टॉपिक पे डिस्कशन करने जा रहे हैं। सो द बर्निंग टॉपिक इज Israel and Palestinian dispute. So on the upper side of page, you can yourself see we are going to discuss on the what is happening in Jerusalem especially. So our focus area will remain the Jerusalem and present dispute between the Hamas militant group and Israel. So I'll start with some context and will give the background about the Sheikh Jarrah and what kind of fight and the issue between the Israel and Hamas militant group, and what is the behind of the current escalation, and will give the conclusion. So first of all, I'll tell you, we will not go by any kind of narrative which is different narrative going on in the social media. We will discuss it with complete objectivity. Our discussion will remain the complete objective and informative. It will useful for your increase your knowledge about the issue. Here we are not going to take side for the any party. Okay, so we will start with the why it is a conflict zone. So why this conflict is going on and why the zone has become a conflict zone. So honor of the Al-Aqsa mosque is a contentious issue in the Israel and Palestinian conflict. Same like we were having the dispute on the ownership of that Ram Janmabhoomi and Babri Masjid dispute was going on. So ultimately it has resolved with the help of the court and very peaceful manner. But that is quite some different issue. But I just, for the more understanding, I just made an analogy for this. So the ownership issue. So how the issue has been evolved. In 1947, UN came in picture and drew a partition plan to separate the historical Palestinian. So it was complete Palestinian area which was under the control of British, into two states, one for the Jews and one for the Palestinian. It has divided two states under the two part, as one come under the control of the Jews, which is called the Israel, and second is the Palestinian area. So it is tendency of Britishers, wherever they found that they are guilt of something, so remove this guilt. They used to do for the future perspective, they used to do this kind of activity. And sometimes I feel that Britishers intentionally or unintentionally created many of the issue which is present time, which is become very egoistic issues. And the reason behind that, the Britishers completely having the imperialistic methodology to administer the world. So that is one of them. So this is the Israel area, which is separated for the one for the Palestinian peoples and another for the Jewish people. So in the Israel, present Israel, we can see in the east part of the Israel one red area which is called the West Bank, and in the West Bank, the west part of the West Bank, west of south of part of the West Bank, there is a Jerusalem, which is the city Jerusalem itself is a issue of contention. So right now administrative capital of the Israel is the Tel Aviv, which is in the complete western part of the Israel. and in southwestern part of the Israel there is a Gaza Strip. This Gaza Strip is right now controlled by the Hamas. So how it is connecting? So in Jerusalem, which houses the Al-Aqsa compound, fell under the administration of the UN. So initially United Nation has divided this two part, and Jerusalem especially come under the administration of the UN. But in the first Arab-Israeli war, and consequently in second Arab-Israeli war. Second Arab-Israeli war, generally called as a 6-day war, in 1967, Israel completely occupied the Jerusalem, and eventually the old city and Al-Aqsa has come under the control of the Israel. So we will take over the what is the context. This complete picture I have shown with the map, so you have understand that the major picture in the map in your mind. So now we start with the context. The worst violence in the years continued to rattle Israel and Gaza Strip as a rocket attack on the Israeli cities and airstrike in the Gaza Strip continue for the fourth day, and right now when we are recording it is around 6 to 7 day. The complete and the number and figures is changing hour by hour, the number of deaths and all. So it may vary when the my video will upload. It will vary during this time period, but I'm mentioning the major things which is going on. So how the situation is aggravating. The mounting death toll, including the 83 Gaza residents, including 17 children, according to Palestinian health official gave this data, and they are giving the regularly data on this. On the Israeli side, at least 6 people, including 1 teenager, are dead. So my basic purpose is showing that how it has aggravated and how it is dangerous for the human life. So riot and physical fight between the Jewish and Arab Israeli have been broken out in the cities and towns across the Israel. So in Israel there is some maximum people is Jewish and some Arab Israelis living, and there is a riot, different kind of riots in the cities is going on. So which prompted the Prime Minister of the Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, to threaten to use the military force to quash the anarchy. So it is anarchy-like situation in Israel itself, but they have controlled it right now. And Israeli armed forces stormed Al-Aqsa Mosque in the Hermes Sharif in Jerusalem. So what is Hermes Sharif in Jerusalem and Al-Aqsa Mosque? We'll go further to understand this. Ahead of the march of Zionist nationalist commemorative Israel's capture of the eastern half of the city in 1967. So they are celebrating, the Zionists is celebrating the commemorating of the day when they won in 1967 the war, and they captured the complete Jerusalem. So the eastern part of Jerusalem they did not able to capture in the 1948. So in 1967 they have captured complete unified Jerusalem. So for this day they were commemorating, and there were a march which has given the permission by the Israeli government. So more than 300 Palestinians were injured in the raid and retaliation. Hamas, the Islamist militant group that run Gaza, fired dozens of the rockets. So there were a scuffle, and when the commemorating march was going on, and so 300 Palestinians were injured because Palestinians come in front of these Zionist nationalists commemorating this march, and the scuffle increased. The amounted that 300 Palestinians were injured, and to retaliation to this, the Hamas struck with the rocket. So the Israeli launched the airstrike in the Gaza in response, killing at least 21 Palestinians. So it was in the first strike, and then it number has increased regularly and on the hour basis because fight is going on, and children, women, which are of course this is the damage to civilian population because the rocket are attacking everywhere. But on another side, the Israel is saying that the Hamas people are they are mixed with the civilian people, and so they are looking the precision. They are looking these Hamas people, and in this way, some civilian are also getting the injury. So, what is the region, and we should talk about the background. What is the Sheikh Jarrah dispute? So, hundreds of thousands of Palestinians were forced out of their home when the state of Israel was created in historical Palestinian in 1948. So, when 1948 the state was created, so they were Palestinians who were living there. They were forced to leave their house, and the Palestinians called the event Nakba. So Nakba means catastrophe. So event Nakba they called every year this the in the remembering of 1948 when they were forced to go out of home. So Nakba as a catastrophe. 28 of those Palestinian family. So out of these 28 families, Palestinian family moved to Sheikh Jarrah. So Sheikh Jarrah is a place in the East Jerusalem part. So we talked in starting. This is the Jerusalem. So Jerusalem divided in two parts. So in east part, east of the Jerusalem, the Sheikh Jarrah is there, and east of part of this Jerusalem was under control of Jordan that time. In 1956. When the East Jerusalem ruled by the Jordan, the Jordanian Ministry of Construction and Development and UN Relief Work Agency facilitated the construction of houses of these 28 families in the Sheikh Jarrah. Okay, but Israel would capture the Jerusalem from the Jordan in 1968. I already told in 1968 the Six-Day War was there, which is called the Second Arab-Israeli War. Second Arab-Israeli War. So it is in Six-Day War. The Israel captured another part of the Jerusalem, that is East Jerusalem, and the complete Jerusalem come under the control of the Israel. By the early 1970s, the Jewish agency started demanding that the families leave the land. Jewish committee claimed that the house sat on the land they purchased in 1885. So Jews is saying that the complete whole land of the Jerusalem they purchased in 1885 when Jews were migrating to historic Palestinian, that was the part of the Ottoman Empire. So before the British, it was part of the Ottoman Empire, and British take this part from the Ottoman Empire in First World War 1914. So they were saying in 1885 the Jews were having the ownership on this land, and they were forced to go out under the Ottoman Empire. So this land originally of them, so they started in Sheikh Jarrah. So people settled there, 28 families settled there. So Jewish agency, after this winning back in 1967, they were started claim in 1970s, early 1970s, that these people should be removed from here. So earlier this year, the central court, in this year itself, Central Court of the East Jerusalem upheld the decision. It's like the local court of the East Jerusalem, which upheld the decision to evict these Palestinian family from their and uh, court accept the demand of these Israeli Jewish committee that their claim to this land is right. So Palestinian family has to be leave their homes in Sheikh Jarrah. In favor of the Jewish settler, they gave the decision. So the Israel Supreme Court was so the case come to the Israel that is like the any in jurisprudence system, any jurisprudence system that the you can escalate your case the upper level of the court. So case has come in the Supreme Court of the Israel, and the case hearing of the case has decided for the May 10th, but now the government has advised to the court that please postpone it because the violence in the Jerusalem is going on. So that will again potentially inflammable that the hearing is going on. So different kind of observation in the hearing will be there. Okay, so that is the basic dispute behind this, that Sheikh Jarrah, which is in the eastern Jerusalem, and in the Sheikh Jarrah there was 28 families were the settled, and in these 28 families, with the help of the Jordan the Ministry of Construction and Relief work from the UN, they were settled there. But after getting this in 1967-64 of the Israel take back this East Jerusalem part, and it's unified in complete Jerusalem, because West Jerusalem Israel already captured in the 1948 in the first Arab-Israel war. Okay, so this is the basic issue between these two party of the dispute. So why Jerusalem is the issue? Because when we see that these people go to Sheikh Jarrah, went to Sheikh Jarrah, and they were settled, and from Palestinian people also want to go to Jerusalem, and you can see that there is a difference between there is far distance between the Gaza Strip and Jerusalem, but people looking for the Jerusalem more. Why Jerusalem is the contention, bone of the contention? So Jerusalem has been the center of the Israel-Palestinian conflict. According to original 1947 UN partition plan, Jerusalem was proposed to be an international city, which we have given in the first photo of this video that the Jerusalem would be administered by the UN. But first Arab-Israeli war in 1948, the Israel captured the western half of the city. So this city's western half already in 1948. After becoming 1947's partition plan in 1948, Israel captured the part of this Jerusalem city, of western part of the Jerusalem city, because it is nearby border of the this Israeli settlement, and the Jordan took the eastern part, and including the old city that housed the Har Sharif. So in eastern part, that is Har Sharif and Al-Aqsa Mosque. So in eastern part, Har Sharif, that is the famous Muslim place. Al-Aqsa Mosque, Islam's third holiest site, and Dome of the Rock are situated within the Har Sharif, which is we can call it the Noble Century. Okay, so the rock statue is basically Dome of the Rock, which is like a बहुत बड़े पत्थर से बना हुआ नोबल सेंचुरी है, वो अल-अक्सा मॉस्क के अंदर है, और उसको टोटल पूरे कंप्लीट पार्ट को हरमन शरीफ बोलते हैं. सो वन साइड ऑफ द कंपाउंड कॉल्ड द टेम्पल माउंट बाय Jews. So now the Har Sharif's compound, complete compound. So one side of the compound is claimed by the Jewish Israeli people, that the Temple Mount by the Jews, which is called the Temple Mount, and its Wailing Wall means its western wall, which is believed to be the remain of the second Jewish temple. So this is the real bone of contentions, because Jews is saying this is their holiest site of the Judaism, and the western part of this Hamisri wall is called that Wailing Wall, and same place is called the Hamisri and Al-Aqsa Mosque. So basically, Al-Aqsa Mosque and Hamisri as a complete compound is the real problem of the dispute, and the ownership, the fight for the ownership is going on. So Israel captured East Jerusalem from Jordan in the 1967 Six-Day War and annexed it later. Since its annexation, Israel has expanded the settlement in the East Jerusalem. So before this, in the East Jerusalem, there were no Israeli settlement, but after capture in 1967, the Israel expanded its settlement in the East Jerusalem, which is now home for around 2,20,000 Jews. It is not much because more than double there is also Palestinian people, but 2,20,000 Jews also there. And in 1960, in Six-Day War, they annexed it. So on the same day, for the commemorating the day, in mid of April, they were making a march. So Jews born in East Israel are Israeli citizens. Okay, and while Palestinian in city are given the conditional residency permit, so Israel is having the opinion that this is our place. We purchased this whole place in 1885 and ownership of this place is ours. So whosoever other than the Israeli people living, they should not be citizen there. So they were given the conditional residency permit, but Israeli who was settled there and born there, they were given the natural citizenship. Okay, so Israel is saying that around 2,20,000 Jews are living there. They are the citizen of there. So Palestinian in East Jerusalem, unlike other part of the occupied West Bank, so in complete West Bank, can however apply for the Israeli citizen. So Palestinian living there, they cannot apply the citizenship in the West Bank, but they can apply the citizenship in the Jerusalem who are living there, and Israeli authority will look in this that, and they will provide accordingly the citizenship. Israel see the whole city as the unified eternal capital. Eternal capital, a claim which endorsed by the Donald Trump last administration of the US, but not recognized by the most of the other country, and India were also facing the problem, dilemma to whom India should give the vote, because for this the voting was there, and heavily the world vote against this, but that was completely United Nations General Assembly voting that were not effectively any kind of legal binding on the Israel. But the US President Donald Trump come up with the plan to recognize this as a eternal capital, Jerusalem as the eternal capital of the, because I already told that Tel Aviv is the administrative capital of this Israel, but Israel is looking the unified and eternal capital as the Jerusalem. The Palestinian leadership across the political spectrum have maintained that they would not accept this Donald Trump plan and compromise formula for the future Palestinian state unless the East Jerusalem is the capital. So that is the issue. They are looking East Jerusalem as their capital. Israel is looking at the complete Jerusalem as their capital. So fight between the Israel and Hamas militant, that was started in 2007. Israel and Hamas have a history of fighting 3 wars, various skirmishes since the militant group seized control of the Gaza in 2007. Recent outbreak of the fight were mediated by the Qatar, Egypt and various other Middle East countries. Egypt helped Israel in controlling the Gaza's border. Egypt is there. Egypt is behind the Gaza. You can see the western side of the Gaza, and there is Egypt. So complete Egypt is from three sides. Egypt is surrounded by the Gaza is surrounded by the Egypt. So if the border of the Egypt and Gaza is the same, so whenever different kind of warrants and weapons is going, so Egypt is helping to Israel, because Egypt is having the one agreement with the Israel. So Egypt is Egypt helps the Israel to controlling Gaza's border to halt weapon from landing in the hand of Hamas. So Hamas is having very less kind of approach, or very less weaponaries with them, but they are anyhow is getting the weaponry from the Iran. Iran is indirectly supporting to Hamas. So with the different routes they are getting their weapons from the Iran. Now a new tension. But one thing, one aspect is there also, which is many people in West and especially Israel is not accepting. Palestinian, however, saying that they are tortured from the Hamas as well as the Israeli equally. So they are saying that Hamas controlling the Gaza, but Palestinian people living in the Gaza, they are also tortured by the Hamas and Israeli army equally. But Israel denies it. Now new tension between the two parties has emerged when the mid-April 2021 night clashes took place between the police and Palestinian. So why this clashes took place? So we gradually come here with the current situation, current escalation. So tension have been building up since the start of Ramadan in mid-April, when the Israeli police set up the barricade at the Damascus gate outside the occupied old city, which is the eastern Jerusalem, preventing Palestinians from gathering there. So they were preventing more gathering of the Palestinian there in this period. As clashes erupt between the police and the Palestinian people, because people are stopping gathering together there in Damascus gate outside the city. So they were preventing to come in the city, and people gather there in the Al-Aqsa Mosque especially. As clashes erupted, the police removed the barricades, but tension were already high. The threatened eviction of the dozen of Palestinian family in the East Jerusalem neighborhood of the Sheikh Jarrah escalated the crisis further last week of the Ramadan. Because the local court of Jerusalem has given the verdict in favor of these Jewish committees to evict these people from the Sheikh Jarrah. Clashes erupt in the Jerusalem between the Palestinian protesters and Israeli police, in which the 100 of Palestinians and over a dozen of Israeli police persons were injured. So this was the starting clashes, skirmishes started. The Israeli authorities had given the permission to. So now the real issue has started. Israeli authority gave the permission because people were gathered there in Al-Aqsa Mosque. It is called the 27th day of the Ramadan, and another the opposite party is given also the permission to take a march, because same day they were commemorating the win of or this complete East Jerusalem in 1967 war. So traditionally take up the far right Zionists, this the Arab quarter of the old city. So in the old city, far right Zionists were taking the march to commemorate the day, and naturally the sculpts will be there, because one side people who don't want to be ruled by the Israeli and they see it as an annexation by the Israel of the East Jerusalem, and another party which is celebrating and commemorating the day the annexation has done. So the skirmish did happen. Hamas issued an ultimatum to the Israeli troop to stand down from the Al-Aqsa, because the Al-Aqsa completely administered by the Israeli force. So by evening they launched the rocket. Israeli strike follow. So in evening, Hamas launched the rockets, and then the fight has followed, and Israel come back with the strikes. So this is the complete event. Okay, and now my conclusion. My conclusion on this is we should be objective again. So the conclusion, the two-state solution, which has started in 1947 by the UN, is based on the UN resolution in 1947, which proposed the two-state. One would be the state where the Zionist Jews constitute a majority, and other where the Palestinian Arab would be the majority of the population. The idea, however, was rejected by the Arabs. Palestinians were saying this is completely home of us, so will not give any part of the land to Israel. For that purpose, they fought the first war in 1948, and they lost the war very badly, and Israel captured many part of this, and the modern day Israel emerged. And after 1967, Israel 6-day war, again Israel won this war, and after this war they come up with the agreement with different countries in this part. This is the again Egypt agreement also. So that is completely, there is different kind of agreements was there, especially Oslo Accord from the Europe side. With the help of Europe side, there were different militant group from the Palestinian side, from PLA to Hamas. So the idea was rejected at that time. For decades, it had been the international community as only realistic deal to end the Israel-Palestinian conflict. International community is also looking that the realistic deal would be there only with the two-state solution. So the world at large need to come together for the peaceful solution. But the reluctance from the Israeli government and other involved party like the Hamas and all have aggravated the issue. Thus, the balanced approach need towards the Israel-Palestinian issue would help to maintain the favorable relation in the Arab countries as well as Israel. Rather making it the issue of the ego, there should be coexistence, because Israel would be there and Palestinian people would be there. So major issue with the city of the Jerusalem. So Israel is looking completely Jerusalem as a unified Jerusalem, the capital, but Palestinian is looking the capital as the eastern Jerusalem. So making this city as the international city, as US has already proposed in 1947, or maybe unified city which is administered by both countries, there can be many solutions. Solution should be peaceful. Okay, so this is complete the analysis of the situation and the background of the the dispute. So at last I wish God gives you prosperity and strength to share this prosperity among the humanity at the large. Thank you.